I'm going to talk to you guys about a few things here. Yeah, the more I start thinking about things, the more I get pissed off. Um, I'm going to get somewhere with this here in a minute. But, everyone knows about the U.S. debt. It's unbelievable. It's, 14.3 trillion, this, that, and the other. I'm not going to go into the debt so much, but I'll get to my point in a minute. You know, some things that I found out. There's a place called I think it was Petrobras down in Brazil. Our government gave them over $2 billion to start drilling in the Gulf or off their coast or whatever. Might be the Atlantic or the Gulf. I don't know, but either way it goes, well, our government gave them $2 billion this last year, but yet we were shutting our rigs down, and we put in place more and more regulations on American companies to drill and everything else, and it just makes us oil dependent. I know all of you have heard this before, but if we just started drilling here, we wouldn't be so dependent anymore. That $2 billion could have gone to individuals who wanted to start their own businesses or whatever, and it would create jobs, and in the long run, help our economy. Obama was talking about change. Well, the only change that I'm seeing is we're going to the worse, and it's or just as bad. I mean, it's like Bush on steroids. We're just pushing more and more towards a police state and everything else with the TSA going down our pants and everything. But another thing I started thinking about is like, are leaders idiots, or are they real smart? Kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it? Are they idiots, or are they real smart? Here's what I think. These guys have sold their souls to the big corporations and the big central banking for, their little kickbacks and everything else. They're not thinking about the long run. Or maybe they are. Maybe they're promised certain things in the future and everything else to be puppets or slaves, I would say. And, they talked about cutting the budget. Republicans, Democrats, they're all the same. Cutting the budget? Come on, man. They ain't cutting no budget. They ain't doing nothing. We'll never be able to pay that stuff back. Never. So, as far as the Republicans, Democrats, I ain't got no need for them anymore. 10, 15 years ago, you would have sold me. But I'm not sold on any of these guys anymore. We're launching more wars. Every empire that's fallen has launched more wars. Holy Roman Empire and all them guys, they expanded to the point where they just wore their finances so low that they just collapsed. My point is, what do we do? What do we do? I want to know. I want to hear from you guys. What do we do? We've sat around, we've bitched about it over and over again. I've watched YouTubes over and over again. I mean, I am so informed about the Illuminati, the New World Order, all about these guys. I've read so many books. I've done my studying and all that stuff. I want to know, what do we do? Do we sit back and just become slaves and, go to the slaughter, because that's what's going to happen? Or do we do something? Either way it goes, we're going into a police state. Either way it goes, it don't matter. You know, I can hear Alex Jones talking about it all the time. And I've done the research, and, you know, some of the research has come out right. You know, I've heard Glenn Beck. I've heard plenty of other people. And then we're seeing all the technologies like Dutch Sense, man, and Believers Underground, and all these guys talking about the technology. You know, the HAARP program, creating these earthquakes and stuff. And not just that, we got stuff coming from outer space aligning with the sun and the earth and this, that, and the other, and the planets causing all this chaos. We've got earthquakes galore. We've got major tornadoes killing people down south. But, you know, we can't control what's coming from outer space. I understand that. It's good to be informed and to know and understand what's coming there. But, and the HAARP program, my God, if our government is doing that, what? That's illegal. I mean, come on, man. What are we supposed to do? You know, I'm pretty pissed off about it. You know, all the trash that they're doing. You know, I feel that they're deliberately creating a new world order, deliberately bringing in a police state, and deliberately creating earthquakes and weather chaos. But I've got to ask you guys, what do we do about it? Now, to my religious guys, you know, like Paul Begley, you know what? Looking to God, that's good. I mean, I agree with that. That is good. But man, these guys have got me so pissed off that there's got to be some action taken, or we're going to be led to the slaughter. That's all there is to it, man. We're going to be led to the slaughter. You know, I'm not talking about just whites. I'm not talking about just blacks, not just Jews, not just Mexicans. I'm talking about all of us. We're all going to be slaves if something is not done. You know, I mean, like I said, one more time, we've talked about the issues. We've talked about we know who the problems are. We know who the elite are. But what do? Do we just sit back and just complain about it and keep saying, oh, look what they did on this. Look at this bill. Look at this bill. Because we can vote in Republicans. We can vote in Democrats. We can vote in Donald Trump. But they're still going to be in control of the same damn people. So, please, write me. Write me write me an email or whatever, and tell me, what do you think we should do? Because we're either going to lay down and get slaughtered, or we're going to fight and get slaughtered. Either way, but you know what? I'm not laying down. I don't want to do any kind of violence, but there's got to be a way, financially or something, that we can twist this game to where it comes to our side. Just let me know.